Hey everyone, it's Shaf, aka That Mill Guy, coming at you with part 2 of exploring Demir Mill in Modern, featuring Scheming Symmetry. Now, it's really going to come down to what you guys think of whether or not I did the card justice this time around, but I promise you, we actually get to cast it and we actually get to win some games with it. So, without going too far into it and bearing the lead too much, we're going to get right to the games. The deck list is going to be available in the description box down below and as well on screen during the game, so check those out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side for the wrap-up. Hey everyone, alright, we're back for part 2 of this video. Let's get it rolling. We have the option to play first, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay, so let's get it rolling. Now I said we would cast Scheming Symmetry, but I don't think we want to cast it like this. So we're gonna mulligan. Oh man, all right, yeah, okay. So this is another Scheming Symmetry less hand that I think we have to keep. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. All right, we're gonna keep this. I'm gonna ditch a Visions because we can play Bridge on Curve. Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry. Look, I want to keep a hand with. I don't agree with playing with 4 Scheming Symmetries. Okay, I gotta play to what I believe. I don't agree with that, but man, we're just gonna continue to keep hands that don't. Man, I don't know. I can't just keep blank Scheming Symmetry hands. Like, oh, fetch them. Fetch them. Alright, I guess we'll just wait. Guess we'll just hang on. That's cool. I rate that. Alright, let's run it out. Don't spell snare. Do not spell snare. Oh my god. This don't let this be an oracle moment. Don't spell snare. Come on. No. Tapped. Yes. Yes! Alright, I rate it. We're essentially just gonna be casting visions on their turn. I really don't want this to get forced, but like, I don't know. Like, I really don't want this to get forced. Alright, so I'm doing this on like their upkeep or something. Oh, it's gonna get sucked. This is gonna suck if this gets countered or whatever, but we gotta do this now. Yeah, I'm gonna do this now. This is the most optimal time to do this. Come on, don't have interaction for this. I'm counting on this to resolve so hard. Okay. Alright, okay, that feels good. So it looks like we are playing against just regular kind of blue-white Stoneblade. I don't think there actually is. Oh, there's a Stoneforge Mystic in here. Okay, I was gonna say. I see the Battered Skull. Sure. I'm just really hoping a Stoneforge resolves here, but there's 2 in the yard already. Really got to be careful here. This is opening up to, you know, Snapcaster. Oof, really want to resolve that too. What would I rather get countered here? So play the land first. Just want to play around Spell Pierce, but they can go, like, they can very easily go Snapcaster Spell Snare here, you know, and I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, Snapcaster Spell Snare seems to be the route. Other than that, they might have gone, you know, Snapcaster Force of Negation. I think this is fine. Like, we've gotten so lucky already, just being able to just run off the Visions of Beyond. Yeah, man, you know what? Just just run it back, man. Do your thing. That's fine. Set a stop to the end of their turn. That's fine. That's gonna be a clock, which is kind of frustrating. Cards like this why are we? Oh, wow. All right. Did they misclick? I don't think there's actually a downside to them not attacking here. Let's see if they feel the ruin here. Oh, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna stop skipping through. Okay, so I'm gonna see if they plus Jace. I think regardless of what okay, good. So they're just gonna draw. In that case, we are just gonna grab a Watery Grave. So the whole reason for that was if they plus Jace, and Fate sealed us to just look at the top card of the library. I feel like at this point they likely have found some combination of Force of Negation, so we really have to be careful. Field of Ruin is interesting. Do we Field of Ruin their Celestial Colonnade? Maybe. Yeah, I think the plan here is Field of Ruin their Celestial Colonnade, and then cast Ashiok. If they go to counter it, we Archive Trap. I think that's how we want to do this. We're gonna Field of Ruin their, yeah, so like one of their clocks. We're gonna Field of Ruin. Right? Grab an island. So we're gonna attempt to resolve Ashiok here. Wow. No way. We actually took out all the basics. Okay. That's pretty big. Alright, so I'm gonna try and resolve Ashiok here. Or do I maybe no, but like just milling them for more is more value. Yeah, I think with like such a low card hand. Wow, okay, so it resolves anyway. Alright, okay. Then bonus. Just even better. Even better. Okay. I think that's, honestly, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think that's the win. I think that's the win. Oh, they had a basic in hand. That's hilarious. They had a basic in hand. Or else, like, they would have searched for it, right? So, you know, that is telling us something. So, they have no more basics left. I mean, hey, look, I would love to continue to draw. So, it looks like all the Stoneforges are in there. Okay. So, this is going to be a good opportunity to look through their deck. So, they're playing 2 Jaces, at least. They're playing Force of Negation, Force of Negation, Force of Negation. So, they could have one in their hand. They could have one left. They're playing at least 1 Cryptic. I think these deck lists run at least 2 to 3 Cryptic commands. Some amount of Spell Snares. Ooh, a Mana Leak. A Mainboard Dismember. I imagine there might be a Teferi Time Raveler. So they're looking at the top. They're leaving the card on top of our library. It looks like they went for an attack on Ashiok, so that's fine. So they're gonna let us draw. It looks like a land. Oh wow, yeah. No, Crypt Incursion does absolutely nothing here. They might Vin. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they might Vendilion Click. So I'm gonna activate this first in case of any shenanigans, just because I don't want to cast a card and then they're like, oh, you know, like in response to that, bounce your Ashiok as well. Just want to get an activation out of it. Get this out. This might be the spell they counter. The issue is, I don't think they can actually win here. They have 3 cards left in their library. They can't Jace fast enough. I don't think they actually have a clock here. Okay. More than happy to do that, yeah. So I'm just pre-tapping. I have the tendency to just like not click the right button sometimes. Moto has a weird interface, so I'm just pre-tapping and make sure I have the mana, and I'm just clicking yes. So if they go to counter it, that's more than fine. So that tells me they don't have a cryptic command, you know, like a hard counter in their hand. The Snapcaster can attack. I'm really confused as to why they're not conceding. Maybe they have Big Teferi and their plan is to keep looping Big Teferi. Like, that's a legitimate strategy. It's just like, oh, so they had another basic in hand as well. Because again, when we Field of Ruin them earlier, they would have just looked for the basic. Like, I don't think they misclicked. I'm erring on the side that they didn't misclick with the earlier field. This was ridiculous though. Like, we really got like so far ahead. We got so far ahead. We were allowed to resolve, you know, Glimpse, Archive Trap, and Ashiok. Yeah, okay. To sideboards. So this one's gonna be a little bit hard. We don't want Surgicals because they're a critical mass deck. We don't want the Plague Engineer or the Ensnaring Bridges or the Crypt Incursions. That's not how we're going to be winning this game. We're going to bring in all these blue cards right now, right? And the last one is the Ashiok. Oh, actually, we do want to bring in a Collective Brutality, so we'll probably take out Murderous Cut. And we're going to run it like that. Like, Manic Scribe and Mesmeric Orb are really going to go the mile here, and we're going to be able to find those, hopefully, with our Scheming Symmetry. Actually, we don't want to rebuild. What am I doing? So that can become, honestly, just a value plague engineer. Plague engineer naming like wizard. Actually, here, let me just look this up like real quick. Snapcaster Mage is a wizard, but Vendilion Clique is a wizard as well. Okay, so plague engineer naming wizard is actually a pretty big game here. So yeah, we'll put in a value plague engineer. Yeah, we'll leave that one in. We'll leave that one in. Again, this isn't a keepable scheming symmetry hand. So I'm gonna maul. It's not aggressive enough. Like, they've begun with 7. This is better. So we're gonna keep this. I'm gonna ditch mission briefing here, just so we have the 3 land drops, and we're just gonna go here. Notably, like, they can't spell snare any of this. They can't force negation Archetype Crab. They could leave a Path to Exile here, so that could be pretty reasonable. Oh, okay, and we just have a backup crab. Okay, like, that's perfectly fine. We just have a backup crab. That's fantastic. Like, this is exactly what you want to see. They can path this, and yeah, they can path this and put us up a land next turn, and we can then go, you know, like, we can then go Hedron Crab and still pollute a Delta. Like, this puts us so far. It really does. Again, I'm sorry. I want to keep hands with Scheming Symmetry, but I also don't want to play 4. I don't think it's that great. Ooh, that's a pretty big game. Okay, we're going to play this. Things about to get nutty. Sure. So I'm not going to crack the fetch. I'm going to do this on their turn so that if they want to path one of my crabs, they're more than welcome to. I will just receive an untapped land on my turn. Okay, I might just do that now then. In that case, if they're going to Snapcaster at the end. So it looks like they want to race us. They want to try and beat our clock here. Sure. So I'll mill them for some more. Them as a control player should recognize that this is one of their worst nightmares. These double Hedron Crab and possibly a resolved Mesmeric Orb. It's looking pretty bad for them. They really need to be holding up mana right now and reacting to us. That's exactly what they're doing. We're more than happy to take this damage. Sure. Okay. And I think we're just gonna go for the crabs here. Again, we're gonna do this on their turn. I want to try and Field of Ruin their Hallowed Fountain. We're not going to get any value out of it, but it's just reducing. Okay, so again, increasing their chances to find a land. We don't need to. Right, so they put it on top. They draw. It looks like they found something that they need here. So on their upkeep, we're going to do this. I'm hopefully just trying to save the Force of Negation for this next turn here. I really want to resolve a Mesmeric Orb, sure. I really want to resolve a Mesmeric Orb, and that allows... If I draw another blue card, I'm just going to go ahead and try and resolve Ashiok. Oh, I can't. Wait a second. I'm forgetting how my own card works. So this is only going to work on their turn. So we'll just grab another blue source. That's fine. Yeah. Looks like they're not trying to get white. They might... That might mean they have a fetch or like something like that in hand. Let's see what they do. Let's see if they go for a cast. Like if they go to like hard cast Jace, I'm countering it. I do not want to deal with Jace the Mind Sculptor. There's one in there, and I'm gonna be like 100. Like, oh, there's 2 in there, so it looks like they don't have Jaces as a win con. Sure. This is one of those situations where like Mill does, you know, okay. So, I'm gonna try and like Echoing Truth their Snap or something. I don't know. I don't know what's correct here, honestly. No, you know what? Let's just be conservative. Like, we can operate at instant speed for sure. Like, we can hard cast Force Negation here. We can do a lot. You know, there's no point in getting too hasty. If they go to Snapcaster... Oh, okay, I was going to say, if they go to Snapcaster Mage here again, our Echoing Truth has a lot of value. Sure. I'm more than happy to take these beats. We're not in any rush. I think we just want to make land drops. Yep, so just like that. We just want to make the land drops, pressure them. And let's see what they do here. Now that we have 4 mana, I'm going to Collective Brutality them 1 mode. Because I don't think we're actually scared of this snap. In like worst case scenario, we just block. But I think in spell scenario, I think do whatever. I think we're just going to try and run out as many spells as we can here. It also depends on their hand. This could be a real test of kind of patience on the control player's side. Like maybe they have multiple counter spells and, you know, it's okay for me to take one. Like I think they have to recognize that, like, I am just trying to run out counter spells from their hand. Oof. Yeah. Okay, so hard cast Force. I'm going to try and resolve this Mesmeric Orb. If it doesn't resolve, then, you know what, so be it. Wow. Okay. Sure. So they had 2 Force, you know, Force, Hardcast Force backup, and, you know, they got rid of their Disdainful Stroke, which is pretty interesting, actually. So I think it's here. You know, I shouldn't be skipping through. Sorry. I might have to force something. So I think it's pretty reasonable to assume that if we can draw a land, here, I'm going to take this damage as well, because they haven't even played a Celestial Colonnade. But if we draw like a fetch land and we're able to resolve Ashiok, then we've probably reasonably won this game. Sure. Ooh, Manic Scribe is pretty nice. Manic Scribe blocks so well here. Yeah, Manic Scribe's pretty hot. Yo, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen. Ooh, they big mad. They big mad. They big mad. Ooh, come on. Don't have a response. No. Fine. Alright, well... Fine. Return that permanent to my hand, but you can suck it. Return your clock to your hand. Do that. Sure. That kind of sucks. I don't like getting Cryptic commanded, sure. So that does set them back a turn. They will likely Snapcaster at the end of our turn. Or they might even Snapcaster try and respond to something. Like, let's see what they do here. Wow. Oh, maybe... Oh, we could have. I really could have countered that. That was punt. I could have responded to that. Yeah, I could have responded to that. 4/4 Vigilance Lifelink honestly means absolutely nothing. I can chump block that thing for days. Okay. I'm gonna resolve this or Ashiok. They can take their pick. I'm gonna try and resolve this first. Okay. That's a joke. This is actually a joke. This is actually a joke. This is insane. This is insane. Okay. Okay, well, we are going to win in spectacular fashion. It's a joke. I drew another Visions. Like, this is actually a meme at this point. Sure. I don't know why they haven't conceded yet. Yeah, okay. Just like that. Catch you for game 2, guys. All right, everyone, back at it for game number 2. Let's make it happen. Scheming Symmetry all the way. Fingers crossed. We're playing first. Keepable hand with Scheming Symmetry. Well, this hand doesn't do much, so we're going to mulligan. We can still find Scheming Symmetry. We're going to keep this. We're going to ditch the Plague Engineer. Oh, God. Okay. All right, look, I promise you, at some point in these games, we will be able to cast Scheming Symmetry and enjoy it. Sure. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I'm gonna be honest. That's a good sign. Let's see what they got. Because we're about to archive trap them. Wooded Foothills does not spell a counter deck. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Let's go. This Fatal Push is actually so good right now. I love it. I love it. Tireless Tracker and Azusa, though. What is this? Tireless Tracker and Azusa. Oh my god, the combos. The combos. Let me know. Let me know if you know that reference. Let me know if you know that reference down in the comments below. Fantastic. Fantastic game, by the way. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so we can do a little bit of both here. So we can play the Field of Ruin. We can play Manic Scribe. And just Fatal Push that now. Yep. So we're really low on resources right now. Sure. So there's that new Throne of Eldraine card spoiled, where creatures entering the battlefield and dying don't cause ability to trigger. Hates on Voice of Resurgence. Not that voices. If we're at the point where Voice of Resurgence is another problem in Modern, I don't know where we are. May not be a great place actually. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, Knight. Oh god, Knight is terrible right now. Oh god. That's not great. That's not great. Okay, okay, I was gonna say we'll block, sure. Okay. Well, so I'm gonna feel. I feel like it's just good just to field something right now. I don't know. We'll field something. Just thin them out. Thin them out. Play a Polluted Delta. Pass to the end. This is not great. Knight of the Reliquary is one of our worst enemies. It really is. As you can tell, it is a 13/13. We obviously made it grow. But deck thinning is a relevant concept. We are playing One Bridge main. This ain't great. This ain't great. Oof, that ain't cute. I mean, bit of a weird kind of non-bow, but if they have Path here, oh my god, don't have Path X. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Okay. Okay. One. Alright. Alright. Oh, this ain't great. That's not cute. One-time Crypt Incursion or Ensnaring Bridge off the top. Ensnaring Bridge off the top would be wild. Yeah, Ensnaring Bridge off the top would be wild. One time or we lost. Okay. Good games. Good games. Alright. So, cards that are good. Playing Edge Ashiok, not great. Collective, not exactly what we want. Surgicals, I don't think there's any one card we particularly care about. So, Fatal Push, Crypt, Plague Engineer, Damnation, and the other Ensnaring Bridge. That's how we're going to run it. Submit. Alright. Looks like a green-white value town right here. That's what we're playing against right now. Green-white value town. Alright. I would love to play first. Like I guess, right? Alright. Like it has 5 lands. But that also decreases the chance of us drawing lands in the future. And I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to crack this Polluted Delta, and we're legitimately just going to find a land, like, right on top. I literally just jinxed myself. I know it. So next turn, we're going to go Darkslick Shores. And then Resolve Glimpse. Sure. They might go Birds of Paradise here. Yeah. Some type of mana dork. Sure. Always bolt the bird or push the bird. Pushing birds, as you can imagine in real life, doesn't have much of an effect. Oh my god. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I knew it. I knew it. I shouldn't be keeping land dense hands. Oh, this just feels bad because now we have this ensnaring bridge. I was really hoping to draw more spells so that we can resolve spells as we're going. Like we're gonna see Knight of the Reliquary here and like feel bad. Like I don't know what's gonna happen here. They've shocked, so they're committing to the 3. Yeah, sure. So we're gonna go to exactly 4 cards in there. That's pretty interesting, actually. That is a free spell. So let's see what they do with it. So we're gonna resolve Ensnaring Bridge here. And honestly, just fingers crossed at this point. We know that these colors are very, very good at dealing with artifacts and or enchantments. Knight of Autumn is a real magic card. It's a fantastic magic card. As a humans player, I love Knight of Autumn. But as a mill player, not so much a fan. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe they just, you know, try and get their damage in now. I don't think they, you know, if they have a fetch line, like you don't play the fetch line. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you just get your damage in now. Sure. Here's to like drawing Fatal Push. Honestly, here's to drawing Fatal Push and like being able to kill this Knight of Reliquary. Oh my god, why? Jeez. Okay, well, I need to get under this thing. Honestly, like I need to get under this thing. So might as well just grow it. And like do that. This honestly might be a misplay because they might just be setting up for like some type of alpha swing, and if they are, like I just handed the game to them on a silver platter. I apologize if this was a terrible misplay. I'm simply just trying to be aware that we do have outs and we need to play to them, and playing around the fact that they have artifact destruction is not gonna win us this game. Sure. Okay. Yeah, playing around them having artifact destruction is not like a healthy way to actually try and win this game. We have to play to our outs and we have to continue casting spells. Yeah, and getting under these ridiculous creatures. Oh my, okay. It's actually just like I need to set up the Shelldock Isle. I need to. This is awful. This is like the worst luck in the world. Like we've drawn so many lands after deck thinning. Okay. Watching me 4 spells right on top. 4 spells. Oof. Well, Vision seems a bit of a non-bow with Archive Trap, but I think Visions is what we want. I think we just want more resources at this point. Just want more spells. Sure. Yeah, if they have it, they have it, right? Like that's really just what it is. Yeah, this could be Knight of the Autumn. You know, if they have it, they have it. Just one of those situations. Sure. Okay. Ooh, that kind of feels bad. Sure. Coast courting that land seems fine. Yeah. So, you know, obviously still love to search. Deck thinning. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna get hit for 3 here. That's fine. Notably, like this noble hierarch has also become a whole other issue of like, ooh, man, okay, wow, all right, well, man, this is not great. This is not how this deck wants to function. Where are all our spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow. we have nine more lands. Wow. Wow. Taking lots of damage. Lots of damage. This ain't cute. This ain't cute. Let me just say that. This ain't cute. It's not cute. It's not cute. Wow. Wow. What, like... All right. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. That was rough. All right. That was rough. All right. All right. See you guys for game number 3. And we're back for game number 3. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Honestly, that last game was a little something. That last game was a little something. All right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Finally, we have a scheming symmetry hand. This is a very, 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 very playable hand. Yeah. So our opponent plays first, which is technically even better. We'd obviously want a scheming symmetry ourselves, but depending on how they sequence and what they're doing, we can make an informed decision about what to set up. I'm essentially just on the path of getting Glimpse the Unthinkable and setting up visions on turn 3. All right, it looks like we're gonna be getting Fatal Push. Like straight up getting Fatal Push. Yeah, that's not cute. We're gonna be getting Fatal Push. And again, this situations like this is really the power of scheming symmetry coming to light right here. So we are going to swamp. We are going to scheming symmetry. We're doing it. We're finally casting the spell. We're finally casting the spell. Yeah, Fatal Push for sure. Yeah, just to be able to kill that land. Fatal Push for sure. We're going to be archive trapping the top of the library. I mean, honestly, like, Inkbot doesn't tell us much, but chances are they aren't anything like hardened scales. I wouldn't imagine the hardened scales. Like, Inkmoth Nexus Into the Blind feels like just Infect. Like, they just don't have a better flay. That just feels like Infect. Wow, what in the actual world? We're playing against taking turns. Oh my god. Wow. Alright, well, I think our goal next turn is literally just to resolve this Glimpse the Unthinkable. So we got a Fatal Push to deal with the Inkmoth Nexus. And it looks like the Inkmoth Nexus is inevitably the win condition about in terms of taking extra turns, which seems fine. Sure. I'm gonna try and resolve the Glimpse here, and then try and set up for a Visions. I think that's what we gotta do here. Yeah. So this matchup is fantastic for scheming symmetry because we really need to race them. We really need to get aggressive. We really need to be kind of tutoring for the cards that we need. Wow, that's, oh god, miracle. All right. That can be miracled for 2. I just want to point out. Yep. So they're just ramping to 4 mana here. They're essentially ramping to 4 mana, which is not great. It's not a great place to be against this deck. Yep. I don't think there's any take extra turn spells on 4. What is this? Hello? Oh my god, they might just win here. They honestly might just win here. Okay. Alright. Can't be mad if they do. Can't be mad if they do. They did get a really lucky sequence of cards here. Sure, Serum Visions. Okay, so that means they're not going to Time Warp, but they might just Exhaustion, which is a relevant card here. It's one of those matchups where I wish I was playing some type of counterspell main board, but okay, so it looks like they didn't draw a land, and that's what they're looking for. They put 2 cards on top. Sure. Sure. So I'm going to try and resolve this because I really need to. I need a land drop. Yes. Yes. So I'm content with passing the turn. Yeah, I'm pretty content with that. The reason I'm doing that is because a resolved Mesmeric Orb against a deck that's about to go quote-unquote infinite doesn't do much for us. Sure. That's fine. Sure. So at least now we're able to Fatal Push Inkmoth Nexus. So they're going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. Yeah. And I don't know how they're going to do it, but if they ever search their library, I don't think they will. This deck doesn't seem like a deck with search effects. It's really just, quote-unquote, just trying to go infinite with... Yeah, sure. Yeah. So let them commit the attack first, just so they can't use the Inkmoth mana to counter. Yeah, commit to the attack first. We'll attempt a Fatal Push. Sure. Remand to our hand, sure. That's 1, in fact, sure. So we're going to be drawing 2 cards. Okay, so we're going to be drawing 2 cards as well, yep. That's not cute. That's not cute at all. I do not like that at all. Okay, so I'm going to try and resolve Mesmeric Orb. I think this is going to be a good point. They're pretty tapped. They know we have Fatal Push in hand, and that's fine. There's only so much we can do because apparently this deck can't draw lands when it needs to. We are going to be discarding Mission Briefing, probably. Yeah. So this at least stymies their ability to really just, I think, go insane. Because if they want to keep tapping out mana to go quote-unquote infinite, they can't. They have to be able to Cryptic Command. Which they have. They have that ability right now. They could go... Ooh, excuse me. They could go Cryptic Command here. Oh, they're not going to attack yet. So it looks like they're going to go some version of Cryptic Command. Maybe Snap Cryptic. Some form of that. Sure, Field of Ruin would really be what we want here. Yeah, and draw another card. I need a fetch land. I need a fetch land. To be able to hold up like 2 removal spells, essentially. Oh my god. That's not it. That ain't it. Honestly, that ain't it. Oh my lord. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Alright, well, here. Sorry, team. No, close that. We're just gonna be turning this all the way up. Sorry, I have a red light filter for the eyes, but... Oh my god. What's going on? What's going on with Mill today? Can't seem to draw lands, and then the last game, we got extremely flooded. Just can't seem to get it to work. Alright. I'm surprised they haven't won by now. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm surprised they haven't won by now. Yeah, there you go. So some form of Cryptic Bounce. That's fine. They probably have some form of a counter spell. Yeah, like this does nothing, and like this does nothing. Oh, and then one more? Okay, I guess this does nothing, yeah. Really would have loved a second black source here. You know, like they would have, you know, just being able to hold up Murderous Cut and Fatal Push. Yeah. They might go for an attack here. We'll see. It's gone with a screen. My screen is like super blinking right now. Don't know. Okay. So looks like they're, I don't know. They still can't win by the looks of it. Like they're the cards in their hand are not really like not really doing anything for them. And we cannot seem to draw a land. Draw a land. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's not what we need. It's not what we need. Okay, so we're just gonna try and resolve some Hedron Crabs here. And that's all she wrote, really. Yep. Man, like a Field of Ruin would be like insanity here. It honestly would. It would be insanity. We're playing 4. You know, we've gone through so many cards in our deck already. You know, 23 cards in our deck. Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, that scares me. Sure. Now, the reason I didn't try and resolve Mesmeric Orb here is because with the full grip, I figured it was going to get countered anyway. So I think they might just try and go for it here. Like that does seem logical. Giga Drowse is just tap. It's not like Exhaustion where we don't untap. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to do this. We're just going to go to game 2. We're just going to go to game 2. We're not doing this. All right, begin sideboarding. Begin sideboarding. Surgical seem fine. These don't. Plague Engineer, no, things that they can deal with. So I want to be able to surgical out their combo pieces here. That's the key. So we're going to bring in the Surgicals and the Extirpates. I want to be able to just take out their extra turn spells and their ways to win. So we're going to bring in Force of Negations, bring in Echoing Truth. We are also going to be... I think that's it. I think that's fine. I definitely do feel that this is a race mentality. So Scheming Symmetry does play its role here. Is a super unkeepable hand, so... This hand does absolutely nothing either. This is so unfortunate. Absolutely nothing. We're going to mulligan again. Alright, I'm going to keep this. We're going to lose Visions and Mesmeric Orb. What we're going to do is I'm going to tutor for a Polluted Delta. I'm going to go to our turn. So Scheming Symmetry again, showing off its true power here. We're going to be able to Watery Grave. Scheming Symmetry. Oh, not that. And this allows us to set up a Hedron Crab kind of multi-mill set for next turn. So we will be grabbing Polluted Delta. Come on. See what you got. See what you got. Sure. So we're going to Archetype Trap. Hopefully they don't have Force. Oof. I hate that they're playing Chalice of the Void. I really do hate that they're playing Chalice of the Void. But that's pretty good. We're able to now We are able to at least get something going. They don't have solid, playing mono blue, they don't have solid ways to deal with the Siege and Crab. So I think it definitely will go the mile, and then, you know, this turn we won't be able to, but next turn we'll be able to Collective Brutality. And I think it's important we resolve the Hedron Crab first, even if the collective gets countered. The Hedron Crab is this continuous Millfact that, again, they can't necessarily deal with. Yeah, they can't force of negation this. And we'll just run out. We'll just run this out now. All right, come on. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Visions of Beyond would obviously be the nuts here, but we'll see. Sure. That works. Again, more mill effects. We're gonna look at their hand. And we are now top decking. We are now top decking. Sure. Remand is fine. We will just do it next turn. They might, honestly, they might cast Exhaustion, but hey, if we can draw another untapped land, then the Exhaustion means nothing. It's the plan. Untap lands. Untap lands. Even fetch land would be even better, but yeah. Oh, doesn't look like it. Looks like they might just be holding up. Okay, I'm gonna play this first. That might have been incorrect, actually. That's just giving them perfect information, but we'll see. All right. So they are Howling Mine. Wow. Okay, we're definitely going to take Time Warp because that's the easiest for them to cast. But their hand is pretty darn weak. I'm going to be honest. Their hand is pretty weak. They might even just play Snapcaster Mage here. Oh, no, they're not. It looks like they're definitely just trying to save it. Okay, so Island. Do they go Howling Mine, swing in with Ink Moth? I don't think that's completely incorrect. That's interesting. What counters do they have available to them? They have Snapcaster Remand. Yeah, they have Snapcaster Remand. Okay. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's okay. We'll try and resolve this at the end of their turn. Even though we can't cast anything in our graveyard. Let's see what they do here. Do something. Do something. Yep. Snapcaster. Do it. Do the snappy thingy. We're obviously just going to be trying to set up lands here. Yeah. Oh, wow. They just have a remand. Okay. They just have a natural remand. So it looks like they played another island too, right? So, yeah. Oof. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this beauty. Look at this. Oh my god. It's just everything. 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 And now we're going to be able to mission briefing and archive trap. This is a joke. Darn. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to be mission briefing here. They can counter it if they want. Wow. Okay. Put on top, put on top. We want the land next turn. We're going to archive trap. GG? Can they win at instant speed? I don't know. What do you got? All right. All right. Sick. All right. We're going to run it back. Same thing. You see that? Scheming Symmetry allowed us to keep a one land hand. Take note, folks. Scheming Symmetry allows you to keep one land hands. And win. All right. Let's do it. More one landers. I I did say more one-landers. Correct? Yeah, definitely not this one. This ain't it, Chief. All right. This is a little bit better. All right. That's fine. This is a very slow hand, but I can't just put away hands that play. That's pretty nice. We can set up a Scheming Symmetry later. We're just going to crack this now. There's no point in really hiding this. But Scheming Symmetry on turn 3, because then we can Scheming Symmetry and then possibly Glimpse. But I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Because late Scheming Symmetries are always iffy. You always want cards like... What are they doing? Ooh. Alright, guess we're not casting Scheming Symmetry. Chalice on 1. Alright. Yeah. That's interesting. This deck does play Serum Visions. You know, their list does play Serum Visions. And it doesn't look like they're playing Force of Negation. So we're always fine to do, you know, operate on their turn. So I'll more than happy do that. More than happy to do that. They got the Chalice off, and it looks like only 1 Chalice, or like 2 Chalice. And they actually just managed to get it off. You know, that's pretty insane. Not gonna lie, it's pretty insane. Okay, so they didn't draw land. That's interesting. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna run out of Glimpse. Should have just played a Polluted Delta. Deck thinning. Deck thinning. What's nice here is this Surgical protects us from... Sure. They need to like... Oh, you know what? Surgical doesn't protect us for anything. Surgical CMC is 1. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. At least we're making them work for it, though. They have to find a land. Oh my god. Did they not find a land? That's not good. That's not good. Oh my god. What are they casting here? Ooh. Ooh, that's desperation. That is desperation because now they're giving us 2 draws. Yep. More than happy to Field of Ruin the Ink Moth and Glimpse. More than happy. This is desperation right here. That was... Ooh. So we're going to be able to give them a second blue source here, and I think we want to. Yep. Ooh, okay. That's a better card to resolve. Okay, we're definitely going to do that. Definitely 100 going to be doing that. Yep. Grab a Swamp. No particular reason, but I believe if we just look through our list right now, yeah, we have 1 Flooded Strand in the deck, so just, you know, reducing the amount of blank targets that late draw Flooded Strand might have. You always want to think about these micro decisions. At some point, maybe not just grabbing all of your islands, even though grabbing more islands is correct. You are playing Mission Briefing. Just remembering that you do have Flooded Strand. They might actually just concede to this. They haven't drawn a land. We've taken a land out of their deck. You know, I mean, they have 2 opportunities to draw a land here. Like, this is going to be really unfortunate for them. This Mesmeric Orb. They're not going to be even able to Cryptic Command anytime soon. So they're going to mill 1 here. And honestly, let's just hope they don't draw more lands. Look, we got land flooded last turn. You know, last game, sorry. Oof. Love to see it. Do not want to see the exhaustion in there. So, you know, chances are pretty high that they've drawn a land. You know, why wouldn't they? They're obviously playing a land-heavy deck. They're trying to resolve cards at Cryptic Command and part the Veils, so... Yeah, alright. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Sure. Yeah. That's good. It's just like, it's really just a blank for us. Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate. Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. Okay. Let's see what they do. Yeah, Exhaustion is a sorcery. So they are going to be untapping and milling some cards here. I really, really want to draw Force of Negation here. I would love to draw Force of Negation, but it doesn't look like we're getting there right now. Yeah. I'd love to see it. Another Remand in their yard. Love to see it. Love to see it. They have one Cryptic in there. So I have to imagine that they do have access to Cryptic Command here. Okay, so we're obviously going to crack this at the end just to not get completely got by... not to get completely got by Exhaustion. So we're going to untap. We're going to mill a bunch. We're going to see what we can do here. I think it's going to be... I think it's going to be in our interest to hold up the Archive Trap and use it at the end of their turn. And again, this is how we want to operate. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. More lands is you know, more the merrier. I don't think we need to walk into I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we need to walk into a counterspell here. We're not in that situation. We can just discard one of our 1-mana spells. And, like, in Visions, you know, Scheming Symmetry, actually. Scheming Symmetry doesn't seem like a card we really want to resolve at this point. So, you know, more than happy. Sure. They're going to be milling a bunch here. That's fine. Sure, let them return that to my hand. I'll go to discard. Discard Visions and Scheming Symmetry. Okay. That's fine. We just lost the Visions. That's fine. So again, we're going to fire off this Archive Trap on their turn. We're going to fire this off on their turn. Might go for an extra turn spell here. Yep, so... Actually, we don't even need to do it. That's fine. They can just do whatever they need to do. Okay, so we're you know, we don't need to fire this off now. What's nice here, though, we do have 4 card types. So I think the chance is up there that we're able to untap. You know, I think the chance is there. This is going to be a slower game, though, yeah. So in order to even, you know, try and win with that, you gotta be very careful. Sure. So we're gonna at end step, because we don't want to get hit with Exhaustion. So we're gonna Archive Trap them here. Operating at instant speed on their turn, sure. And on tap. You're gonna go to discards. Sure. So I'm gonna first try and resolve Mesmeric Orb, then Manic Scribe, then Glimpse the Unthinkable. That's what we're gonna try and do here. Giga Drowse. Ooh, that's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna tap 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. What are you gonna do here? Wait, yeah, so the first one gets countered by Chalice. So they're only tapping 4 of our lands. Yeah, so the first one gets countered by Chalice. The replicated ones do not. Yeah. It's fine. They can just tap those down. We don't have any instant speed effects that we can really do with them. They are more than welcome. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sure. 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 It's fine. I think we just go for it. Yep. So now they have 2 cards left. And they got to find a win through this. Yeah, like they're going to draw out of their library here. If they go to take... Yeah, so they can't cast that if they want, but... Again, if they go to cast that, they've lost on their upkeep. Like, I'm not understanding how this deck is going to be able to win right now. I think we might just have it. You know, I don't want to get too excited. I think we honestly just have it. Sure. Perfect. All right. It's a fantastic way to end off the games, and we were actually able to showcase Scheming Symmetry. That's perfect. Thank you for joining me for the games. Hey everyone, we're back, and I mean, hey, that last game, round 3, game 2, only would have worked with Scheming Symmetry in hand. We were able to keep a 1-lander and really just plow through that. But look, bearing the lead. If you didn't watch it completely, please go back and watch that at least. Now let's talk about some of the decks that we played. So against the blue decks, the blue-white control deck and the Taking Turns deck, we really would have loved some more interaction, notably Inquisition of Kozilek, a personal favorite of mine, but I don't think it really works out or kind of matches with the style of deck that Scheming Symmetry enforces. So maybe if you're playing a different style of blue-black mill deck, consider cards like that. Maybe some hand disruption. We would have also loved some spell pierces in the side, maybe some dispels to help deal with their interaction as well, and maybe even some more bounce effects or generally more ways to deal with their planeswalkers, as that first game Jace would have eventually became a problem if we weren't able to race them. Now the second deck that we played could be blanketed under general creature strategies. I think cards like Torpor Orb really do shine here, and it would have been a great consideration. That moment where we had the bridge out and we were constantly bringing up the fact that a Knight of Autumn would have genuinely ruined our day here. So cards like Torpor Orb really help there, and even in the humans matchup, the Torpor Orb really comes down and is able to stop a lot of key pieces of that deck. Another thing to consider is we could play more removal spells on the side. We could play a Bontu's Last Reckoning. We could even play more Plague Engineers. We did have one main, we did have one side, which is why I didn't want to go deeper into it. I think we had our bases covered, and unfortunately we got a little unlucky. But those were the games, and I think this time we really did it. We showed off Scheming Symmetry, and if you guys want to see more, then please let me know. I think it was okay, but oh well. Next time, we're definitely going to be showing off Mission Briefing, so check that one out. But as that happens, remember that even the impossible is possible, so join me next time as we explore that very thought and take a glimpse into the unthinkable.